Hello there everyone, this is Brother Birch. In this video I wanted to introduce your week 5 personal assignment for your project. So it says your assignment this week is to complete read-only access to your database from your web application. So this is for your personal project. You need to have at least some test data in your database and then have PHP pages in place to query for that data and render it to the user. So similar to the team activity, um, if I just go over to the team activity, we ended up displaying those scriptures to the user. Uh, so a lot of this code from the team activity you can actually use. So I know that my db connect file I'm not going to change at all. Notice this isn't anything specific to uh, a specific table or anything like that. I don't have a separate database for that assignment, so I can use this straight across. I will need to have a script, somewhere that I want to store my queries and things like that. And then I have to be sure that I have data in my database. Okay, so last week for week 4 it was suggested that you inserted some data. If you didn't, then you have to this week because you need data to be able to display on the page for your user. Okay, and then you'll do something really similar where you'll have a PHP chunk of code in your project. You'll do this db prepare command where you get data from your database. You can put a query that you need in here to get your data, and then do something similar to this to be able to output that data. Okay, so let's go through this, make sure there isn't anything else that will surprise you in here. You're not at this point. You're not required to have any functionality to create or update data from your web pages. Okay, so next week we'll cover that stuff. Right now, you just need some data in there to just display on the page. Okay, so it will require for most of you anyways creating some forms that allow for querying, browsing your data. So if you didn't know, I'm creating a little video database application so that all my students can just click on their class and see all the videos that I've made for that class. Okay, and so I might have something to go along with that to be able to display data to my screen. Also require creating and working with sessions to enable the current user's experience. Okay, so you should have the complete UI framework in place for your pages, with all the navigation links required and the application to be functional from the perspective of clicking, browsing, and searching. And then next week we'll be able to modify the data in the database. Okay, so that's all I'm going to give you guys to kind of get started with this. I really hope that the team assignment that you did will help you get started with this, because that has the majority of what you'll need as far as the database stuff goes to be able to display data on the page. But you just have to work on your project to make sure that you have the pages in place and then the data in your database. So I hope that this helps, and I'll just let me know if you have any questions.